Hello all, Pit Bike Mike, and here we are. We're going to be, for the third ride of the day, for the Harley Davidson demo day, we are going to be taking out this Pan America. I've heard a lot of things about this bike, so I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a go and seeing what it's like. Not bad looking motor. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So I guess once we get on the road, we will see what we see. Alrighty, let's see what this display looks like. So we turn this little piece. Look at that big old fancy display. Alright. Still loading. Ooh, look at that. That's got a lot of interesting stuff on there. We got, maybe, is that an air temp? Yeah, so that's air temp. Coolant temp, phone, whether if I had a phone connected or something, RPM, neutral, all that good stuff. I got a fuel range right there. Yes, sir.
Turn the bike up, please.
Yes, sir.
Come back. You're going to come back to this front spot. Okay. Right there. Look down here. That, you put your heel on that tab. That's how you get the kickstand down.
Okay.
Turn signals are right here, left and right. Press to cancel. This is your on button. There's your starter. These are your modes. We start everybody in rain mode.
Okay.
Then you work your way up to highway mode and sport mode. Actually, it looks like somebody messed it up. Oh, there it is. So all three modes are there.
All right.
Start it. You just touch that button.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Good to go?
Yep.
Who's waiting?
All right. So he just gave us a little idea about some riding modes on this thing. Man, is this actually a Harley? It's almost like they
Go ahead, fire them up.
Alright, so it's interesting. So you push down on that button. Alright. Definitely a little bit interesting. Alright. It's got a nice cushy suspension. Look at that. Yeah. Nice and soft. I kind of like that. Alright, here we go. I gotta say, at least it's from like the very just kind of like that small little part. It definitely feels Japanese. Like it's got a nice good feel to it so far. I'm definitely looking forward to getting this one out on the road to see what this thing's capable of. I'm not starting in rain mode. I'm gonna go straight to sport because that's the type of person I am. Alright, let me make sure. Alright, off on the road we go. Got turn signals hidden down there, down yonder. Alright, we are finally off. Alright, so now that we're actually on the road, it has a very good feel. Like the transmission feels very smooth. It's not like that audible clunks like on the regular Harleys. The clutch pull is very light on this thing. It's definitely not a bad feel so far. And it's nice because like you know, like the peg placement is, since it's definitely familiar to me. So like, you know, when the other Harleys I was riding, when I would put my feet up, you know, I had to like actually think to make sure that they put them forward. But nah, for this I can just lift them up like I normally do and boom, right onto the peg. That's definitely a nice it's definitely nice. It's a nice little change. So even though this is an adventure style bike, you know, me and my stellar 5'9" it's not that outrageous. It's not that bad. Like, it probably feels like the equivalent, like my Supermoto a little bit, you know, like seat height, you know, a little bit on the tip of my toes. I do like the clutch and shifter on this. It definitely is very smooth. I do like the display. That the display is a really nice, clear, like all the information is super easy to see. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Definitely Harley kind of, you know, stepped up their game a little bit on this one. Like, it is a really cool looking display. Can't complain about that. Let's see, I'll have to try out the cruise control because, you know, all the bikes have it. Alright, so it looks like I hit this button right here to prime it. Alright, and then there's a red light coming up, so I won't be able to experience it just yet. Soon. That rear brake, at least on this, feels a little, I don't know. When I hit it, there's a lot of travel before it starts to do anything. Alright, let's see if I can get it into neutral. There we go. So for some reason it seems like these Harleys, because I'm learning this as I'm riding it, it seems like it likes to be revved up a smidgen before it will go into neutral. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Ah, there we go. That's off high beam. Alright. So this is your high beam. So this is the pass. High beam. Got your heated grips. Changes your center piece, which, since it already has all that information there, I don't really see the point of having it swapped to there, but it's whatever. Let's see what this button does. Ah, so that changes everything. Ooh, something happened. Alright, look at that. Ooh, it gives us PSI for the front tires, the rear tire. That's fancy. Huh. There's a lot of interesting display stuff on here that, you know, it's one of those that you'd have to sit down and kind of like go through everything just to kind of figure out what's all what. Because on a demo day, you're not figuring all that out on the fly. Alright, so definitely this is very different because it, unlike the other Harleys, it doesn't have that low end grunt. It definitely feels more, you know, where like you definitely have to rev it out a little bit more for it to, you know, kind of get going, which isn't a big deal. You know, this thing's definitely not a torque monster like some of the other bikes that I've been on today. It looks like from that piece right there that you know, windscreen is slightly adjustable. Unfortunately, this is not all stuff that I'm gonna get to really mess around with on a little demo day, but you know, at least it kind of gives us a little idea of what's out there. You know, kind of give us a little something. I definitely like the seating position. You know, definitely having a more upright seating position has definitely become something in my old age that I kind of look forward to. Oh, so one thing I'll definitely say that is really nice about this bike is even when the clutch is pulled in, it still shows me what gear I'm in. Which, compared to the other Harleys, that is a nice big plus. You know, it's, yes, I'm nitpicking, but I like that. That I can pull in the clutch and still be shown what gear I'm in. That is a very, very nice little feature. I gotta say, on the top end charge of this thing, it definitely likes to go. Like, it doesn't have a whole lot down low, but the top end charge felt pretty good. And that's coming from a dude that rides a Z900. This is actually not a bad feeling little machine. Alright, so let's give the cruise control a quick try. Alright, there we go. Cruise control. It works. My seal of approval. You know, that's the most important thing. Gotta make sure the cruise control works. And it's super, 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 super important. Especially for, you know, an old man like me. Let's see, what else we got going on with this thing? Yeah, look at that. As soon as you rev it a little bit, it just goes right into neutral. Man. Got that horn button kind of tucked away down at the bottom. Got a traction control button right there. A lot of little hidden features on this thing. Honestly, I like it. Like, surprisingly, like those bigger touring bikes felt a smidgen more flickable. Like, this is still flickable, you know, but you know, the more upright riding position is definitely, you know, like your adventure riding position. It's not bad. It really isn't that bad at all. I still, even after riding this, my still top pick I think would be the Heritage Classic, because I don't know, like this is cool, and if I did like adventure riding, like this wouldn't be that bad, but I don't know, like if I'm gonna get a Harley, I think I want like a Harley, like one that looks like a Harley and, you know, sounds like a Harley. Like, don't get me wrong, this isn't a bad bike. Like, you know, if you're a Harley guy and you want an adventure bike and you don't want one of them Japanese bikes, then this actually would be okay. It wouldn't be a bad choice. It's got something going on with the suspension, because the suspension light flashes. I don't know what. I don't know what that suspension light is. Now this may sound crazy, but like when I turned the bike on, I felt like it do something with the suspension. So I'm wondering if the suspension is adjustable or something on this bike, to where like you can maybe control it through the handles or something, and, you know, mess around with some stuff. I don't really know. Alright, got the cruise control set again. Yes. I need cruise control in my life. I need it. I miss that. I miss having cruise control. Like, once you have it, it's so hard to not have it again. It definitely feels more what I'm used to. It's not such like, if this was your first like foray into Harley and you are on Jap bikes, this would definitely feel the most comfortable switch over without it being like a crazy big shock to you. Which I guess is a good thing, you know. Like, this is like that baby step from going from Japanese to Harley before you start really getting into them like real Harleys. Yeah, definitely not a bad feeling bike. Not bad feeling at all. I definitely like it. But like I said, still, that Heritage, I know y'all probably getting tired of me talking about that Heritage, but you know, for me, that definitely felt like the bike. That one, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Because like I've mentioned in the other videos, I still am going to be demoing some Indian motorcycles in the next couple days, so that's gonna be interesting, you know, kind of see what it's gonna be like Yeah, look at that. Like now that I'm looking at the RPM gauge, like this thing revs out to like, what is that, like 9,000 RPM? And that's pretty high revving for a Harley. Because I think all the other ones that I was doing today so far have like redlines like 50 something 100 RPM. You know, it's sad to say is I really don't really have much else to say about this. Like it works. It's not bad. I like the display. I like that it's not a big, huge switch from like you know, your Japanese standard bikes, but I don't know. I'm trying to think like what I can say about this. It's just like nothing to me screams like, oh my god, like it's a good bike. Like maybe it's because I'm not that big of a not big into adventure class, and you know, there's only so much you can experience on a demo ride by your, you know, when you're with a huge group. So it's like So all in all, not bad. Not too bad. Alright, let's see if I can figure out this something with the suspension real quick. I have no clue. Alright, settings, ride customization, ride modes, bank amp aiming, bank lamp aiming, hill hold control. That's kind of cool. So off-road plus, that's fancy. Custom A, custom B, which I don't know. There's probably a lot in this like display category thing that you'd, like I said, you'd have to really sit there and figure it out, because there's just so much. Let's see. This thing starts around $20,400. Adaptive ride height, $1,200. So that's what I keep seeing is the adaptive ride height. Huh. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know like what it means by adaptive. Like, is it gonna change like I don't know what that means. Like when you're sitting still, is it gonna lower itself to the ground? I don't know. That's weird. That's something that definitely you're gonna have to like sit there and do some research on and try to figure out what exactly that $1,200 feature is. But for $20,000, I think I would go, me personally, I would go that extra little bit if I was dead set on a Harley for the Heritage Classic. That's just me personally, for the type of rider I am, the type of stuff that I do. You know, if I'm gonna be doing an automotive payment like that, I'm gonna go for the Heritage instead of any of the other bikes that I've ridden so far. Good or bad, this, that, or the other, you know. What can you do? So, yeah. There really isn't much else for me to say about this bike, so I'm probably just gonna end it off. For good or bad, better or for worse, all that good stuff, it's not a bad bike. And like I said, I enjoy, you know, having the opportunity to ride this, but it's yeah, this is not really my cup of tea, this bike, unfortunately. So on that terrible bombshell, hope you all like, subscribe, and yeah, Pit Bike Mike, I am out.